Good morning, children. Today we will be learning the last topic of the chapter, and that is microbes as biocontrol agents. Okay. Now, before we move into the examples and how the microbes helps in or they acts as biocontrol agent, how they help in controlling the disease-causing microorganisms, we will learn about what is biocontrol. Okay. बायोकंट्रोल का मीनिंग है जो भी प्लांट डिजीजेस है या तो फिर पेस्ट है, ठीक है, द प्लांट डिजीजेस और द पेस्ट दे आर कंट्रोल्ड बाय द बायोलॉजिकल मेथड्स. ओके, एंड इन द बायोलॉजिकल मेथड्स देयर इज यूज ऑफ लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स, different types of insects, different types of bacteria, different types of viruses. These are used to control the plant diseases or the pest, right? That is called biocontrol. Clear, children? Now, there are various chemicals available in the market. Farmers are using different chemicals, like they are using pesticides, they are using herbicides, they are using weedicides, they are using insecticides. ठीक है ना? तो ये बहुत सारे केमिकल्स मार्केट में अवेलेबल है. अभी पेस्टिसाइड्स क्या है? पेस्टिसाइड्स आर द केमिकल्स दैट कंट्रोल द पेस्ट और दैट हेल्प इन डिस्ट्रॉइंग द पेस्ट, राइट? हर्बिसाइड्स आर द केमिकल्स which help in destroying the small herbs which are growing along with the crops. Okay, then weedicides. Weeds are the unwanted plants which grow along with the crops, and then there is competition between the crop and the weeds for nutrients, for space, for getting sunlight, right? So that weeds should be kept under control. Then only the crops can grow properly and we can get the good yield. Okay, so there are different chemicals available in the market called weedicides which can kill the weeds. Okay, and along with that there are certain insecticides also. Insecticides are the chemicals that kills the insects. The insects that destroys the crops can be killed with the help of insecticides. ठीक है, तो ये सारे chemicals these chemicals are available in the market and these are being used by the farmers, but the use of these chemicals should be minimized or it should be stopped because these chemicals are very toxic. ठीक है, ये बहुत toxic होते हैं. When they are sprayed on the plants, right, they enter in the food chain and finally this chemical reaches to the human beings, and when it reaches to the human beings it causes different types of diseases, different types of disorders. Okay, so another thing, it even destroys the soil. ठीक है, it even pollutes the soil. It kills the useful microbes that are present in the soil. Okay, why? Because they are toxic. So these chemicals which are used by the farmers nowadays are very toxic and they pollute the environment. ठीक है ना? Another reason why these chemicals should not be used is they pollute the environment, right? So these chemicals should not be used. Instead of that, if the biocontrol agents are used, if the microbes, if certain other living organisms like insects, like viruses, if these are used, it will not pollute the environment and along with that they are not toxic also. Fine. So now we will be seeing different examples of biocontrol agents. Number one is the ladybird, which is the beetle, and this beetle, it helps in destroying the aphids. Okay, now this beetle is the beetle which has the red and black markings on it. Okay, if you search on the internet for the picture of the ladybird, you will easily get it and you will find that this is the beetle which has the red and black markings on their body. which have red and black markings on their body. And as I told you, you can easily find the picture of ladybirds in the internet. Okay. Now this ladybirds, they destroy the aphids. Aphids क्या है बच्चों? They are small insects which are greenish or yellowish in color. ठीक है? And these aphids, they destroy the crops, right? So ladybird can easily destroy the aphids, that is the small insects, right? And if we talk of the second biocontrol agent, it is dragonfly. Dragonflies easily rainy season में दिखते हैं, ठीक है? You might have seen dragonflies in rainy season. Now these dragonflies are the insects which are useful in getting rid of mosquitoes. जो अलग-अलग टाइप के mosquitoes है, उससे अगर हमें छुटकारा पाना है, then we can introduce the dragonflies. Okay? Now children, this ladybird and dragonflies, they are not going to they will not go naturally or on their own in the crop fields. They should be introduced into the crop fields. और इनको हम introduce कब करेंगे? अगर farmers को इनके बारे में पता है, ठीक है? If farmers have the knowledge that this ladybird and dragonflies are the insects that help in killing or destroying the pathogens that harms the crops, okay? Then only the farmers can introduce them, okay? And they are not going to go in the crop fields on their own, right? So farmers should have the knowledge that these are the biological agents that will help us in controlling the harmful pathogens without destroying the environment or without polluting the environment, without the use of chemical substances or the toxic substances, right? Then only they can be introduced. And for this, farmers should do something so that the ladybird and the dragonflies are attracted towards their crop field and they destroy the aphids and the mosquitoes. Okay, so that is about the ladybird and dragonflies. Now we will be learning about the third biocontrol agent, which is the bacteria, that is Bacillus thuringiensis. Children, about Bacillus thuringiensis you will be learning in biotechnology chapter. Here we will be studying it in brief. Okay. Now Bacillus thuringiensis can be used in two ways. The first way is by its Bt gene. Bacillus thuringiensis के अंदर एक जीन होता है जिसका नाम है Bt जीन, और ये Bt जीन बनाता है क्राइप्रोटीन. ये क्राइप्रोटीन जब इंसेक्ट के इंटेस्टाइन तक पहुंच जाता है तो वो इंसेक्ट को मार डालता है. Okay, so one way is by taking out the Bt gene, then introducing it in the crop. So the crop will produce the glyprotein, and in turn the caterpillar and the other insects, or you can say the larva of the insects, can be killed. Okay, and if the insects are killed in caterpillar or larva stage, then in turn it is not going to destroy the crops. Okay, so this is one way of using Bacillus thuringiensis. The another way is the use of sachet or as the dry spores. The Bacillus thuringiensis is found in sachet as the dry spores. Now the content of the packet can be mixed with the water and then it can be sprayed on the crops. When the insects come and sit and try to eat the leaves and the other parts of the plant crop, okay, the insects will be killed. Clear? So that is the use of Bacillus thuringiensis. The fourth biocontrol agent is the Trichoderma. Trichoderma is free living fungus. It is free living fungus and it is commonly found on the plant roots. ये plant के roots में मिलता है and it protects the roots from the root pathogen. ये जो Trichoderma है वो roots के pathogen को destroy कर देगा. As a result, the roots can be protected, so the roots can grow properly. They can grow deep into the soil where they can absorb more water In turn, the water is provided to the crop plant. So the crop plant can undergo photosynthesis and can produce more food, and in turn it increases the yield. Okay, so in this way there are different agents. These are 4 different agents, living organisms, which help in controlling the plant diseases or the pest of the plants. We will be studying about baculovirus now. So now we will be studying about the 5th type of microbe, that is virus. Children, generally viruses are harmful. They cause disease in living organisms. But if we talk of baculoviruses, they are the useful viruses. Okay? They prevent the plant diseases. They protect the plant from diseases. Now, baculoviruses, they belong to the genus which is called nucleopolyhedroviruses. Children, this is very important. This is every time asked in exam. What is the genus of baculoviruses? The genus of baculoviruses is nucleopolyhedroviruses. Okay. Now children, these viruses attack the insects and other arthropods. Okay, you know insects belongs to arthropods. Okay, so arthropoda, right? So these viruses, they attack the insects and some other arthropods. And one important thing about this viruses, that is baculoviruses, is they are species specific. Okay, species specific, or they have narrow spectrum insecticidal property. Right? Now what is the species specific? Species specific means they attack only specific insect. They attack only the harmful insect. They will not attack all the insects. They will not harm all the insects. Okay, they are species specific. To specific insects only they will harm. Okay, so that is called species specific, or it is narrow spectrum insecticidal property. Right? That is only written here. They do not have, baculoviruses do not have negative impact on plants, birds, fish or even non-targeted insect. ठीक है, जब ये baculoviruses का यूज होता है एज बायोकंट्रोल एजेंट, वो सिर्फ स्पेसिफिक इंसेक्ट पर ही अटैक करेगा. वो बाकी प्लांट्स को या फिर बर्ड्स को या फिर फिश है या फिर जो नॉन टारगेटेड इंसेक्ट्स है उनको कोई भी हार्म पहुंचाएगा नहीं. सो दैट इज एन इम्पॉर्टेंट प्रॉपर्टी, इम्पॉर्टेंट पॉइंट अबाउट वायरस, दैट इज baculoviruses. Right? So once again, baculoviruses are the viruses which belong to the genus nucleopolyhedroviruses. This is every time asked in exam, so it is very important. And they attack the insects, okay, and other arthropods, and they are species specific. That means they are harmful to only harmful insects. Okay, they will kill only the harmful insect. The non-targeted insects or the plants, crop plants on which they are being used, or the birds or the fishes are not affected by this type of viruses. They will not cause any harm to the plants, birds, fishes or other non-targeted insects. Okay. Now one important point which you need to learn is about IPM. The full form of IPM is Integrated Pest Management. Okay, it is Integrated Pest Management. Now what is this IPM? IPM is Ecosystem Supporting Approach. ठीक है, इकोसिस्टम को सपोर्ट करता हुआ अप्रोच है. इसमें जो बेनिफिशियल इंसेक्ट्स है या फिर बेनिफिशियल ऑर्गेनिजम्स है उसको कुछ भी हार्म नहीं होने देगा. ठीक है, यहाँ पर केमिकल्स का यूज बिल्कुल भी नहीं होता है. केमिकल्स आर नॉट यूज्ड. हियर इट इज इकोसिस्टम सपोर्टिंग अप्रोच. इकोसिस्टम सपोर्टिंग अप्रोच क्या है? वो जो बेनिफिशियल इंसेक्ट्स हैं उनको प्रोटेक्ट करेगा. right? Why it will protect? To maintain the ecological balance, right? And the main purpose of IPM, that is integrated pest management, is to grow healthy crops. Healthy crops को grow करना without using the chemicals, okay, without affecting the beneficial insect, or you can say by protecting the beneficial insect. तो जो भी हमारा ecological balance है वो maintain रहेगा, food chain में कुछ affect नहीं होगा, okay. And in this integrated pest management there is minimal use of pesticides, insecticides और herbicides. यहाँ पर जो अलग अलग टाइप की chemicals है उसका minimum use होता है, ठीक है. तो this knowledge should be given to the farmers so that we can protect our environment and we can use the biological agents without harming our environment, by protecting our environment, without polluting our environment. We can get the good yield from the crops. Okay, so children, that is all about